Bíbélì tí mo kà yẹn lọ.
If you go along with your mind through this Bible passage,
láì jẹ́ pé a tún ń ṣe àtúnwí asán.
and without mincing word,
ohun tí à ń kó jáde nínú ẹ̀ ni pé ọ̀tá ó fara hàn níbi tí a kà yẹn.
and what we are bringing up from here is that the enemies appeared at where we have read.
Láti dá epo sínú irè tí ọkùnrin yẹn gbìn.
To sow tears among the seeds planted by the man.
Kí ni purpose ẹ̀? Kí ni aim ọ̀tá tó fi dá epo sí?
And what was the aim or the purpose of the enemy sowing the tears?
Ó ní láti hinder progress iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ọkùnrin yẹn.
And it is just to hinder the progress of the seeds of that farmer.
Ìyẹn ni mo fi hàn ẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ ọ̀tá ni láti ṣe ìdènà láti ní sọ pé ó block àṣeyọrí.
And that is why I'm showing to you that it is the work of the enemy to hinder and to make sure they block success.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bá a ṣe sọ lórí àwọn ọ̀tá àṣeyọrí.
As we are talking on the enemies of success.
Kí ni wọ́n ń pè ní àṣeyọrí?
What do we call success?
Àṣeyọrí ni ohun tí èèyàn pòǹgbẹ láti ṣe tó sì rí gbà tó sì rí ṣe.
And success is the achievement of a desired outcome.
Bóyá ìlépa tẹ́ni yẹn ń lépa.
Maybe the goal the person has.
Tàbí ète tí ó ní.
Or the purpose that he has.
Ìyẹn ni pé èèyàn máa ń ní ìlépa kan, ó máa ń ní nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ ṣe.
That is, someone do have a set goal.
Tó bá di pé wá succeed lórí ẹ̀.
And by the time they succeeded on it.
Ìyẹn ni pé tó orí nǹkan yẹn ṣe.
And they were able to achieve that thing.
Ìyẹn ló máa túmọ̀ sí pé ó ṣe àṣeyọrí.
And that is what it means that they succeeded.
Mo ní àwọn kan bí tí mo fẹ́ fi hàn wá.
I have some things here that I want to show to us.
Tí wọ́n ṣàṣeyọrí nínú ìlépa wọn tàbí ète wọn.
Oh, some people who succeeded in their goals or purpose.
Ẹni àkọ́kọ́.
The first.
Ó ní àwọn bọ̀dá tẹ̀gbọ́ntàbúrò kan tó ń pè ní the Wright brothers.
Is the siblings called the Wright brothers.
Àwọn kan jókòó náà ni.
They just sat down.
Wọ́n kàn wò pé.
And they thought.
Ṣé wọ́n ṣe máa wọkọ̀ ojú omi tán máa wọ̀ láti Amẹ́ríkà lọ sí Áfíríkà ní tán máa lo nǹkan bí oṣù mẹ́wàá tán tó débẹ̀.
Is this how they continue to journey in a ship from America to Africa, spending about 10 months in it?
Wọ́n wá sọ pé.
He now said.
Ó yẹ káwọn lè ṣe machine kan.
That we should be able to make a machine.
Tó máa lè gbé èèyàn fò tó máa cross odò.
That should be able to convey people on the air crossing the sea.
Kò ní rìn nílẹ̀, kò ní rìn nínú omi.
It will never work on the sea, neither the land.
Wọ́n ní wọ́n á lè pè ní aeroplane.
And then they call it airplane.
Àwọn èèyàn fi wọ́n ṣe ẹ̀yẹ.
And people who were laughing at them.
Tí òun ṣe ẹyẹ.
Oh, no, one is not a bird.
Kò lè ṣeé ṣe.
It can't be possible.
By the grace of God.
By the grace of God.
December 17.
By December 17th.
1903.
1903.
The Wright brothers. Wọ́n fly aeroplane àkọ́kọ́.
And the Wright brothers flew the first aeroplane.
Àtìgbà náà ni aeroplane ti wọ́pọ̀ títí di sísìn.
And since then, we have seen lots of airplanes.
Wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe é tí ò gbéra o.
They initially did it that it could not fly. I watched the documentary.
Ó gbéra bẹ́ẹ̀ ó fẹnu sọlẹ̀.
Then it flew and fell.
Tí wọ́n bá máa lọ start ẹ̀ wọ́n á fọwọ́ yí blade ẹnu ẹni.
And
kẹ̀kẹ́ wà ní mọ́tò.
By the time they want to start it, they use them to roll the blade at the edge.
Àṣẹwá àṣẹyìnbọ̀.
Then at the end,
wọ́n fi plane sí ojú òfurufú.
they were able to put plane on the air.
Wọ́n succeed.
They succeeded.
Ọ̀tá ọ̀dà wọn dúró.
And the enemy couldn't stop them.
That was December 17, 1903.
And eléyìí jẹ́ ọjọ́ kẹtàdínlógún oṣù December ọdún
Number
1903. Then number two,
ẹnì kejì.
the second person
Ó fẹ́ fi hàn wá.
that I want to show us.
Alexander Graham Bell.
He is Alexander Graham Bell.
Wọ́n wò pé tí wọ́n bá kọ lẹ́tà síyàn.
That if you write a letter to
Tí wọ́n tó
someone,
mú lẹ́tà láti bí lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà.
before you convey a letter from here to
Tí wọ́n sọ
America,
fún pé bàbá ẹ̀ fẹ́ kú.
telling the person, oh, your father is about to
Ó lè ti máa
die.
bọ̀ nílé.
You need to quickly come
Ó
home.
sì máa gbé lẹ́tà láti bí lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà.
For him to take letter from here to America,
Lójú omi,
on the
lójú
sea,
òfurufú.
on the air.
Kó tó dé á ti kú.
Oh, before the person arrives, he would have died.
Ó wá jókòó tì pé.
They now sat down
Ó yẹ
there.
ká lè jókòó sínú ilé.
We should be able to sit at
Ká
home
dẹ̀ gbé nǹkan kan sétí báyìí.
and put something in the hair
Ká dẹ̀ pè.
and call.
Kabiru.
Oh,
Ara
Kabir,
bàbá ẹ̀ òyà máa bọ̀.
your father is healed,
Kó
come
dẹ̀ gbọ́
down.
lọ́hùn.
And he should hear
Kó dẹ̀
them
máa bọ̀.
and be coming.
Ìyẹn ni tẹlifóònù.
And that's the telephone.
March 7, 1876.
And by March 7th in year 1876
Ó ní tẹlifóònù àkọ́kọ́ jáde.
came the first telephone.
Pé kó bàa lè rọrùn fún wa
So it can be convenient
láti
for
lè
us
communicate pẹ̀lú ara wa.
to communicate with one
Ó ti sọ
another.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn àṣìṣe lórí ẹ̀.
They have made lots of mistakes over
Tí
it.
ò work,
Doesn't work.
tí ò ṣiṣẹ́.
That doesn't work.
Àṣẹwá àṣẹyìnbọ̀.
At the end of it,
Ó ṣe é nígbà àkọ́kọ́.
he did it for the first time.
Ìgbà tó dẹ̀ máa pè.
And by the time he calls,
Wọ́n lórúkọ ìyàwó rẹ̀ girlfriend ẹ̀ fiancé ẹ̀ ó ń jẹ́ alo bẹ́ẹ̀.
and they said the name of his first girlfriend or fiancée was Alo Bell.
Ìgbà tó fẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló kọ́kọ́ pè
Then he used it to call his wife first.
láti pè pé alo.
Okay, to call. Okay, to call.
Ìyẹn ló di
her.
ẹlò tá à ń wí lónìí.
Alo.
Alo
And that
ló
is
fi
what
pè
became
lọ́hùn.
hello that we say today.
Ó succeed.
And he succeeded.
Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀.
He started well.
Kò a lè gbọ́ nípa àṣìṣe tó ṣe mọ́.
We
Ẹ̀tìyẹn ti kọjá. Nàṣọ́ tẹ́ pé ó dẹ̀ ṣe àṣeyọrí.
We couldn't hear about his initial mistakes again because he has later succeeded.
That was March 7, 1876.
And in the year 17th of March,
Ẹnì kẹta.
1876, the third
Bẹ́ẹ̀
person
fi hàn wá.
that I want to show to
Má bínú pé mò ń sọ ìtàn o níbi tí mò ń lọ o.
Don't be offended, I'm telling stories.
Ó
I have
lè ti
where
sú ẹ
I'm
pé
going.
wo ni ìtàn ìjàpá tó ń sọ yìí báyìí.
You may be tired of the story.
Thomas Saint.
And Thomas sent.
Ohun tí àwọn bàbá wa màmá wa ní ìgbà yẹn tí wọ́n lè ṣe ni pé tí aṣọ kíjìpá wọn aṣọ dàńdógó wọn bá ti fàya á lọ wá àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn á fi òwú bọ́ǹdì á máa fi ràn á máa fi stitch ẹ̀.
And you will see what our parents, our grandparents did then was that once their clothes are rent or it tears, what they use is that they get a needle and put a thread in order to
Ìyẹn
stitch
ló
it.
jẹ́ kí Thomas Saint jókòó pé kí la lè ṣe tó ti jẹ́ pé a ṣe máa jókòó tagbádá máa ran bọ̀rọ̀ bá tẹ̀ fẹ́ wọṣọ gan náà wọ́n á ṣe kó aṣọ yẹn lẹ̀ a máa fi òwú bọnú ẹ̀ máa dá lu máa yọ kù máa yọ ó dẹ̀ jókòó ní 1790 wọ́n fún wa ní máṣíìnì tó ránṣọ.
And this is what made Thomas Saint to sit down and think that, oh, what can we do in order to help this situation of sitting down to use needle and thread to stitch cloth? Then that was how it came about, the very first sewing machine in the year 1790.
1790.
Yeah, 1790.
Number 4.
Number 4,
John Logie Baird.
John Logie Baird.
Ó wò náà pé ó yẹ náà pàápàá lára pé ẹni tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nínú yàrá kan wọ́n lè wò nínú àpótí kékeré kan lọ́dọ̀ tí yín ń bì láti máa wo àwòrán yẹn ń bẹ̀.
And he sat down to think that it should be possible that someone should be in a room talking while others are viewing him elsewhere inside the box.
Ó náà wá jókòó
Then he sat down
ó wà káàkiri
and he searched
ó tún
about.
gbogbo ẹ̀jọ́ mọ́ra wọn.
Then he think about things.
September 7, 1926 tẹlifíṣàn àkọ́kọ́ àwọn èèyàn gbé láti wò ó.
And on 7th of September 1926, he came up with a very first television.
Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọlé wa gbé tí mò ń sọ yìí àti bàbá kan sọ àwa ti mọ ẹ̀yẹ kọjá.
I know all our students may be saying, what is he saying? We already know all this.
Number 5
Number 5,
tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀
before
ẹṣin
a horse,
ẹsẹ̀
a leg
na bàbá wa fi ń rìn.
is what our fathers use.
Bàbá tó wá kí lorúkọ after stadium tá a bá ń lọ sí ọ̀nà pọ̀sẹ́ẹ̀nì kí ló aláka gangan fúnra ẹ̀ ọmọ sáìdì òru ni ìgbónà ni ẹsẹ̀ ló fi rìn wá síbẹ̀ wọ́n á ń dẹ̀mú ní aláka wọ́n ń dẹ̀mú ń bẹ̀ ni ẹsẹ̀ náà fi rìn wá síbẹ̀.
And for those who know Alaka, and the man called Alaka, then he trekked from Osun State.
Òru onígbòmìnà ni wọ́n òru.
Okay, from Oro.
Kwara.
Okay, from Oro down to this place in order to come and tap wine. And that is what they were actually doing then there.
Ṣùgbọ́n gbà tó dẹ̀ di àkókò kan.
But at the time,
Carl Benz ó ṣètò motorcar.
then arranged a motor car.
That was January 29, 1886.
And this came up on the 29th of January,
Mọ́tò
1886.
àkọ́kọ́ ó farahàn.
The very first car came up.
Mo sọ àwọn márùn-ún yìí fún wa, ó pọ̀ tí bàbá máa tòjọ fún wa.
I made mention of these 5. I have lots of them I should have mentioned.
Bá sọ ti electricity fún wa.
I would have told us
Bá sọ
that
ti
of
globe
electricity.
wọ̀nyí fún wa.
Tell us that of
Bá
the
sọ ti
globe.
fáànù wọ̀nyí fún
Tell
wa.
us that of
Bá
the
sọ
fan.
ti gbogbo ẹni bá
Tell
sọ
us that
fún wa.
of the AC.
Ṣùgbọ́n àní àkókò gbogbo
But we
wọ̀nyí.
don't have much
Kí ló
time
kí
for
n sọ
it.
àwọn eléyìí ni pé
Why am I saying this?
àwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ gbà pé wọ́n succeed.
These are the people you can accept that they succeeded.
Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan ló wọ́jọ pọ̀ ti àwọn náà
And a lot of things came up against them
tí ó jẹ́ kán lè ṣe àṣeyọrí.
for them not to succeed.
Now, mo wá sọ́dọ̀ tiẹ̀ báyìí.
I am now coming to your side.
Kò sí ẹnìkan nínú wa bá ṣe jókòó yìí
There's no one amongst us as we are seated
tó wà of age
that are of age,
tí ò ní aim kan
that has no aim,
tàbí tí ò ní plan kan
or that has no plan
fún nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe.
for what they want to do.
Nígbà tí ìrìnàṣọ́ tẹ́ pé a kì í ṣe ẹranko.
In as much we are not animals.
Ẹranko nìkan ni ò níyè nínú.
It is just an ordinary animal that has no sense.
Àwa ènìyàn